Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Stefan's Kitchen. Ooh, everyone's been liking the baked goodies, so we're going to continue on with a fusion, a cheesecake, a Mars bar cheesecake. I don't think anyone's going to be too disappointed about this one. So let's get ready to bake. Alright, so first we're going to make our crust, which I'm going to make using our Oreo crumbs. So I'm going to take a full bag of the Oreo crumbs. And yes, I'm doing this one-handed while holding a camera. But I do have everything measured up, so it should be pretty easy. Next, we're going to add in our brown sugar, followed by our butter. I think I might have added in a little too much, but that's fine. Everyone likes it when it sticks together. It won't stick to the pan at the very least, even if it's a non-stick. You don't have to worry about it. So once you stir it up and everything, we're going to put it into this springform pan. I'm using a medium-sized one, about a 9-inch or so. So, you can use whichever you want. Make sure you just have enough crumbs. Next, we're going to take our softened cream cheese that's been sitting out for a couple of hours, so it won't have to be cold then. And we're going to add our other amount of brown sugar there. Should be a 1/4 cup for each block of cream cheese. And next, we're going to add our caramel flavor. Because, you know, if we're having Mars bar cheesecake, we gotta have a caramel center. It's gonna be so delicious. Oh, yeah. Never hurts. Add as much or as little as you want. It's not gonna hurt either way. Alright, so now, take your mixer and begin mixing. Mix it all together, mix it well. Don't let any of the little bits on the side get away from you. Don't let it escape. Make sure you get it all. Now, the important part, adding the eggs. Do not overbeat them. Add them one at a time. Whip them in. Once it's incorporated, you're done. Don't want it over whipped, or it won't have that fluffiness, the good, fluffy cheesecakeness that a lot of people look for. Next, I'm going to add in my pieces of Mars bar. So I use Mars bar bites. Basically, just take a rubber spatula and mix these around. Because you want to kind of get them in there. You can use more or less. It all depends on how you wish to have it. You can place them in once you poured in the batter, or you can just incorporate them. Now, on the top here, I've done a little design of caramel on the top. It's going to leave a bit of a, more or less like a crater once it's cooked, and that's just something I want. So anyways, we're going to set our oven to 350. If you don't feel like putting that caramel on top, don't worry about it. I don't want you guys to stress out over, what happens to the cheesecake. You'll see what happens to mine and how it's going to work out and stuff. So, anyways, we're going to place this into the oven for no longer than an hour at 350. Alright, do not open the oven. Leave it alone. It'll be fine. Now, as you can see where I done that little design on top, the caramel has kind of went into the cheesecake on the top, but it's left like almost like these little pock marks on the top or whatever. That's kind of what we want, because we want those little sections there to be able to take in more caramel, and eventually a little bit of chocolate. Ooh, yeah. Alright, so next we have we've let it cool down, and now I'm going to add in all the rest of the caramel from this bottle. Yeah, I know, I can make real caramel if I wanted to, but this is just a lot easier. You can use that dulce de leche stuff if you want. You can use whatever you wish to use as your caramel. And, I mean, hey, if you want to use hard square caramels, that's fine too. That's all up to you. It's however you wish to have it. Alright, so now we're going to add in a bit of chocolate sauce. Everyone loves a taste of chocolate. Come on. Here we go. Now, I know it looks like it's a little bit haphazard, but don't you worry. It'll look nice enough once it's done. And we're going to get the outsides too. We want to get a little bit of chocolate all over this cheesecake. Don't worry. That's why I have it on this plate, right? So even if it goes out and over, it gets down on the bottom. Now, I'm turning it around so I can get every bit of this the side of the cheesecake covered in chocolate, because we want to have that extra little bit of chocolatey goodness on the edges as well. And our last side, there we go. Now again, if you don't want to, you don't have to do this. You can do this after you've cut off a slice, if that's what you prefer. It will be a little bit messy this way, especially if you don't let it harden on top. Now using the caramel sauce, it usually won't harden anyways. So, yeah. Anyways, here's what it kind of looks like once it's finished. Ooh, see, it doesn't look too bad. I'm not a big decorator. I'm all about flavor. And this is a slice of the finished product. See how the caramel just oozed over? Now you almost have like a little coulis kind of sauce thing. No, it's not coulis because it's not fruit, but you know what I'm talking about. You have a little sauce there now to go with your caramel flavored cheesecake. Little bites of Mars bar throughout. It's just fun being able to incorporate different ingredients into cheesecakes. And if you have any suggestions, or maybe you want to see me do a specific type of cheesecake, by all means, let me know. I love a challenge. I love doing new things that I haven't done yet. And I look forward to your comments. Hopefully this will make you more enticed to go out and try and make your own baked cheesecake. And if you do, let me know. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you'll try this. And we will see you next time for another recipe. Goodbye.